Right now, it's the COO of the Dallas Cowboys. It's our buddy Stephen Jones. How we doing today, Stephen?
Hey, guys. Doing well, doing well.
It's amazing what 37-10 does for the mood of everybody. I mean, obviously, you guys won in every facet of the game, but was there anything last night that was more important for you guys than any other aspect of that game?
I think we've talked about it all last week, whether, the whole organization, whether it's Jerry, Jason, myself, the players, we needed to start fast and, turn drives into touchdowns, and that's what we did. And the defense obviously helped that along in a big way, creating those 2 turnovers early, and we cashed in with touchdowns. And, it's exactly what the doctor ordered for this team. And, I just think when we get off to a start like that, then, we settle in and everything falls into place, and it's good. Now, it didn't hurt that we had our 2 tackles out there. I think Dak looked a lot more comfortable in the pocket, and having Amari and Cobb back out there was huge, and then, of course, Byron as well. So, you never want to, have any excuses, but it certainly was good to have them back.
There's a lot of talk about contracts, and everybody's looking at certain games saying, hey, they should go talk to Steven after a win and Jerry after a win or don't talk to him after a loss. Right now would be a great time for Britt Brown to come talk to you guys about a raise.
Well, I agree. He won the Heisman. I told him last night after the game he deserved the game ball, and obviously did a great job of getting these guys in a place where they could not only go out and play, but play well. And, Monday we were very concerned if we'd get any of them. And, testament to Brett, but also a testament to the pros that we have on this team, whether it's Tyron or Lyle or Amari or Cobb or Byron. They stepped up and got the job done. Now we got a bye week. We can really, really make some ground up. And then, of course, I know Anthony was dying to play as well, but it was the smart thing to do with him to hold him. And but figure we'll be playing with a full hand. I think we've gotten some pretty good news on both Leighton and Quinn, and feel good with their prognosis that they should be ready to go as well. So, it's a good thing to do, have a huge division win against the Eagles going into a bye week, and hopefully we'll make the most of it in terms of getting well. And I got some other guys that hadn't been missing any time but could use the time off as well. So, it couldn't come at a better time in our mind.
You know how it goes, Steven. When you win and you put up numbers, boy, the offensive coordinator was a genius. And when you're not scoring, golly, you guys don't know how to call any plays. But there are adjustments that are made throughout the year. Is there anything different that you guys implemented for this game offensively that maybe you've learned over the first 6 weeks that the offense was it was just way more productive this time around? Did that have to do with what you guys did differently approach-wise, or y'all just executed perfectly yesterday? What was that about?
I think it's execution. I mean, at the end of the day, Kellen, he didn't go up and draw up a bunch of new plays last week. We've got our install, we've got our offense. We've just got to go out and execute. And as I mentioned to you, when you're missing your 2 tackles and you're playing with 2 younger receivers, everything's a little different. We all know what Amari meant to this offense when we brought him in last year. It put everybody in the right spot. It made Gallup his natural spot as a 2, and moved. Obviously, Beasley was playing the slot anyway, and then you've got a true number 1. Everything kind of falls into place, and then you're able to execute. Everybody knows what they're doing. Everybody knows what to expect. Dak knows where to expect people, and I think that's what happened yesterday. Now, to me, the bigger thing that we've got to learn from this is, the injuries are going to happen, and at some point we're going to be challenged to overcome those injuries. And obviously, we feel like we can do a better job. We've got the depth to do it, and we've got to do a better job when we do have an injury of overcoming that. And I think we will. I think we'll learn from these last 3 games, and when we do have to overcome an injury, and hopefully we'll execute better and do a better job.
So obviously, while the game was going on, tornadoes were touching down in North Dallas, and I think maybe over in that part of town where you guys are, somewhere close to you over there, perhaps. And just curious, did you guys get impacted by the storms at all last night when you got home? Did you notice anything?
We missed it, but certainly our heart goes out to a lot of our friends who, were up in that Northwest Highway to Forest area where those things hit, especially right there at Royal and Preston and the Preston Hollow area. We have some dear friends that we're certainly thinking about, and just a terrible, terrible thing when you're home. All your belongings and things, your things that your family loves, get damaged. So tough night, and certainly our prayers are going out to those people.
Obviously, you guys are going to let players have a significant rest here with the bye week. What is it like for the front office over the course of the next week or so?
It's just we'll be doing a self-eval, obviously, and making sure there's not something, out there that we can improve our football team. We can take a deep breath here. We don't really, have anything on the front burner in terms of, things that we're looking at. But, you're always looking for a way to get better. And certainly I know we'll sit down with Will during this bye week and look at and see if there's anything out there that's better than what we have, and see if there's any upgrades, that might be optional for us, and we'll go from there.
All right, so we're talking to Stephen Jones, the COO of the Dallas Cowboys, 105.3 The Fan. So with the bye week happening now, a lot of people see that as a logical point in which you guys might revisit some of these contractual situations, and not asking you to get into specifics by any means, but is this kind of an ideal time to kind of fish or cut bait, so to speak, on some of these ongoing contract discussions?
Those are so hard to speculate on. I mean, it's just, at the end of the day, it takes momentum. It takes, it takes both sides wanting to get a deal done. And certainly, we want to, everybody knows where we stand with both Dak and Amari. And we would certainly feel comfortable visiting, but at the same time, they've got to feel comfortable as well. And we'll just kind of take that day to day and see if there's an opportunity. If there is, we'll jump all over it.
Well, Stephen, thank you for the time. Congratulations on the win. Enjoy your bye week, and we'll talk to you later, brother.
Sounds good. Thanks, guys.